This Easy Work Boxer, man, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please hit that notification button, man, if you'd like to see more of these videos. This is for Mungai versus Dennis Hogan. You know, they fought. They said it was a robbery. In my opinion, it was a robbery. And for those who know, if you go down my catalog of videos, I like Mungai. I actually thought Mungai was going to be somebody special. And he's 154. I thought he was going to be somebody special, especially after what he did with Saddam Ali. After I seen him fight Saddam Ali, I was totally amazed. I said, this boy is a force to be reckoned with at 154. And as you have seen, even though this situation has happened, nobody at 154 really has been calling out Mungai because of what they saw him do to Saddam Ali. Let's make that clear. Now, when he fought Saddam Ali, this boy looked like he was the best thing since sliced bread, man. I'm talking about, he went out there and beat on Saddam Ali like Saddam Ali, like I said in the last video, slapped his sister and he just not caught up with him. You know what I'm saying? He beat Saddam Ali's ass. He beat his ass so bad that the headlining fighters at 154, even when before Jamei Charlo lost his belt, Heard, any of them, Laura, none of them would mention his name. And this man had went and won the title from Saddam Ali. So there was no reason to not mention his name. Everybody wants to be unified. Don't nobody want to be undisputed, it seems. You know, you want to pick and cherry pick who you want to fight. Now, I'm sure, since they saw this last fight against Dennis Hogan, they will be setting up to fight Mungai. Mungai, he looked terrible. He looked terrible. I think it probably came from not taking away from Dennis Hogan. Mungai is too big for 154. And like he said in his interview that he will be moving up and moving out of 154 and go up to 160. That's what you need to do, because that fight literally showed that you are probably killing yourself to make 154. And you went out there and you look real bad. Movement is his problem. His trainers, he needs some new trainers. And they need to get him on not being frustrated and staying focused in the fight, because the movement of Dennis Hogan is what distracted Mungai. Mungai usually stands there and his opponent stands there and he just unloads on him. He's like a Mexican Errol Spence in some way, but he just don't attack the body like that. He will. He hit hard to the body, but he mostly try to knock you out with head punches. You know what I'm saying? But this is a prime example of people being in weight classes they shouldn't be in. You know, like I say, you know, about Errol Spence. Errol Spence should not be at 147. I think that this was a classic situation of what happened to Mungai happened to Errol Spence against Michael Garcia. There's no doubt in my mind that Errol Spence can knock out Michael Garcia. But due to the fact that if you go back and you look, Errol Spence was totally drained. Totally drained. That's why he couldn't knock him out. That's why he didn't beat his ass like we know Errol Spence could beat ass. Because Errol Spence is killing himself to make 147. I doubt if we see Errol Spence fight a Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman, or Sean Porter, because he's too big for the weight class now. That's why he's been recently talking about leaving 147, because he knows he's too big to be at that weight class. They should stop fighters from doing that. Whatever your walking a weight round is, you should either be at your weight or a weight class that's right under that. Other than that, you should not be down 2 weight classes fighting people. And that's what happened with Mungai. And he looked horrible, and this man went out there and put hands on him. Made him look real bad. And it was wrong the way they robbed this man. And also, let me say this. Oscar De La Hoya ain't shit. No disrespect to my Mexican people out there. I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm strictly talking about Oscar De La Hoya. And y'all know he ain't shit. Because he know that Mungai, his fighters out there getting their ass beat, and he sits up there and smiles and grins as long as he take that belt home with them. That's wrong as hell. Oscar De La Hoya ain't shit. And for him to be a boxer, a man who been in that ring before, getting punched in your head, taking risks like that, you know how it feels to get robbed, bro. Don't you remember the Trinidad fight? Don't you remember that? I watched that fight, bro. You beat that man ass, but you just started walking around and wasn't doing nothing, and that's why you lost that fight. But you was beating his ass, bro. And they robbed you. And so you being a boxer, you allow other people who go out there and train for 2-3 months away from their families to get robbed, Oscar? Do you think that's fair? But you know, business is business, you know, and that's just what it is. But I'm in Mungai. You might as well get ready because the gates have opened on your ass. Every motherfucking body with a title will be coming for you now. And they already know the pedigree to beating you is movement. Okay? So you need to go and leave 154 and relinquish that belt. Because I promise you, somebody's going to be a unified champion with your belt on their shoulders, my brother. If you keep coming out there playing and draining yourself like that, you will be defeated and you will lose your title. You know what I'm saying? This was a robbery. Shout out to Dennis Hogan for coming out there being a strong competitor, staying focused and not being angry like he should have been and just snapped. You know what I'm saying? Because that's hard. I couldn't deal with that like that. But he's a professional. He handled his business like a professional. He went out there and he won like a true champion. And in my eyes, Dennis Hogan is the WBO champion of 154. Or I think it's is it the WBO champion? Or IBF, which one ever it is, he's the champion, man. And it ain't got to be on paper. And shout out to him, and I hope he get more fights, and we get to see Dennis Hogan more because he put on a great show. Also, shout out to Mungai for stepping in the ring because this is a sport where these men can lose their life. But my brother, you lost that fight, and you are not the champion anymore. You are on paper, but by the people's point, you are not the champion anymore. This is Easy Work Boxing. Thank y'all for y'all time. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to username, go to about. I truly appreciate whatever it is you could donate. Most of all, take care of yourself and your family, man. Y'all be safe out here in this crazy world, man. I just thank y'all for watching the videos, man. And keep in tune. Hit that notification button. I'm out.